Hello, so this is another fitness video, and this is going to go up tomorrow. I'm working through some bits that I've jotted down in a previous notepad that I've been working through. There's still some ideas that I want to share, and what I want to talk about is walking and how to build up mileage. If you're not into running or you want to build up towards running, then how to go about it, and this is how I did it. Now, I'm not a personal trainer, I'm not a fitness instructor, so this is just showing how I developed my fitness from walking to running. And there's many steps I'm sure you could follow. I did join a gym, joined many gyms, and they are a good place to start, but obviously bear in mind that it's been locked down. Obviously not many of them have been opened. Now, there are outdoor gyms which are really accessible and really good to use. You don't have to pay any fee for those, so you can find those. If you put outdoor gyms, the locations or where they are will come up, because they are in many areas, and they're a good way to get fit without spending any money. And walking is one thing, and to get started is to just put on some gear. It doesn't have to be fancy fitness gear, it could just be a pair of leggings, as long as they don't rub, or because there are specialised fitness bottoms that you can buy. I always buy my fitness gear either from Direct Sports, but I know that there's controversial with employees, so I'm not really gone to them since then. But also I will always check out Amazon. That's my go-to, if I can't get it in the store. TK Maxx is good for fitness gear, but I find that some of it is hit and miss. You do really have to search through the rails to find the item that would suit you and that is affordable. I don't spend a fortune on fitness gear, to be honest, as long as it doesn't rub and it doesn't cause me to have blisters and that, because clothing can, if they're not tailored for fitness, especially walking. If you start to do long distance, then it is good to have comfortable clothing. But as long as you've got a good pair of shoes, a good pair of bottoms, a top, I suggest you layer these 2 layers during this time of year, and just start walking. Just do small distances, and then build up gradually. And that's how I did it. And I would have breaks in between. If there's a coffee shop, I would pop in, get a coffee, and walk while I drank a coffee. Walking is a great free way of getting fit without spending the earth to get fit. And it's just get up and start walking, and explore. I've got favourite routes I like to walk. Walking from Kingston to Richmond, for example, is a good route, and I love walking. I haven't done that. Didn't do that at all last year, but I would like to do that at some point, because that is a good route to walk. If you live in that area, or fancy different kind of scenery, then check it out. Don't go down Hampton Court Maze, because you'll end up having a row, or if you're in a good relationship, by the time you did that maze, it wouldn't be, because that maze has a tendency to split couples up, because it causes so many arguments. So don't go near there. But do along the river. I like along the embankment. I find the nicest route along the embankment is where the London Eye is, but on certain times of the day, because around there can get very busy, and there are some nice pubs along the way. So I know that's kind of like defeating the object, but If you've done a lot of walking and you come to a bar, take advantage. Reward yourself. That's how I started to do it. I did a walk from Wimbledon to Tower Bridge. It took me about 4 or 5 hours, and I did take some breaks in between. And when I got there, I treated myself, because there was a toffee shop, to a London pen. So, there's many routes that you can take. Jot down your favourite routes. You can even go on walking holidays, if that's your thing. And just explore. Just get out and go for a walk anywhere you like. And it's, I even like walking through London parks. My most favourite is, well, I've got two, Battersea Park and Kensington Gardens and Hyde Park. Holland Park is nice. Just be careful of the peacocks, because they do attack. And yeah, it's just finding a place that gives you a sense of peace whilst you're walking. It's a change of scenery. So, being in lockdown, I bet we're sick of going to the same town, and want to now hop on the train, take advantage, especially as it's getting warmer. And the world is your oyster, I love going for walks. It's I find it clears cobwebs, and I will be getting back out there to do some walking at some point, but I am in the process of moving, so I'm waiting for that to happen and then explore London, because because obviously everybody will be going back to work at the minute. The trains are going to be busy, so, and I do like to venture out early, if I am going to go for a walk. But it's good exercise, and how I did it was I did it in distances and where things were. So I started off walking from Wimbledon through Wimbledon Park and back. I would walk part of the way home when I worked in Kingston, or when it was really nice and sunny and I didn't want to get the bus or the train. I would, believe it or not, walk all the way from Epsom, all the way from Kingston to Epsom, and Epsom to Kingston, and also Kingston to Wimbledon. And so, I used to love it. I just think, well, I don't want to be sweating on the bus. I don't want to be sweating on a bleeding train when it's packed. So I just thought I'd walk home, and I did, and I absolutely loved it. It's good to do. You can do it whenever you like, really, and just go where your feet take you. Along the embankment this time of year, they often have what's called there's a certain festival. I can't remember the name of it, but it's where you can get like plums and lemonade and stuff like that. So if that's on, it's on the South Bank, London, Westminster. So you've got like London Dungeons, Sea Life, London Aquarium, the Shrek Adventure. London Eye. And you can even do a riverboat cruise. They're really good to do. And yeah, just take advantage, and then you've also got the festival hall, which they will have lots of shows on, hopefully soon. I've been down to see a show there, the festival hall. And if you want to go a little bit further, you can, and have a look around Borough Market if it's open. Borough Market I love to visit, mainly at Christmas time, because I love treating myself to a mulled wine or a winter cider, and I like to treat myself to different types of cider, because they do have a cider stall there, and they sell different ones to the ones that you buy in the supermarket. So it's really nice. You can also buy different types of food, and you just explore. If you're in London, then this is time to venture out, because the lockdown is shifting. Oxford Street is okay, but it does get busy around sort of like midday. So I would, if I were to go up there, I would go in the morning, especially if you're going to visit some of the shops, you know. And that's even including the walking, and you can walk away from there to the South Bank. I have done it, and just explore. It's just about, you know, taking your time. Don't go too far too soon. Build up, and as you start to walk, then add a bit of running into your walking. And you know, and how I used to do it is I would walk to Kensington Gardens, then I would use kind of a lamppost or bench to measure how far, you know, I run each time. And it's just do the same routes, not all the time. Change it up because it can get boring. But you know, it's really, and if you live like near Fulham, the walk between Putney to Hammersmith is a really nice walk along the river, both sides. So Fulham Palace Road side and what's it called? Putney. Is it Putney Lane? Putney Lane is just along the river, but they're doing works along there, so I don't know how, if lots of that is blocked off because they're doing something with the they're making another sewage pipe, so lots more shit in the Thames. But yeah, it's just about basically just getting out and just go where your feet take you, enjoy your surroundings, stopping for a drink like a glass of lemonade, even if you don't drink alcohol, and you know, and even use it to meet friends. You know, that's what I used to do. If I was meeting friends up in London, I would then, for example, get the train to High Street Kensington, and I would then run from Kensington Gardens through to Hyde Park to Victoria, where I would meet them mainly. So yeah, it's just, you know, walking is, you know, alternative to running. You do still burn calories, you do still build up your fitness, but I find that for me, I find it more comfortable to walk than run. I have run, but I get really bad pains at the back of my legs, and that's what's kind of is putting me off. And I don't know if I will go back into running now. But it's good to do and try. But if you find it's not for you, then there are, you know, other, walking is another alternative, and a great way to get fit. So, you know, I like to get fit and save myself money, and so walking is that, you know. I train indoors now. I don't go to a gym, and I like it like that because I can try whenever I like. I don't feel the pressure that because I've paid for a gym membership, I don't have to go and use it. I would like to, in my new home, have a home gym again, but you know, if it don't let me put you off of going to the gym, it can be a good start. It is a good discipline, but obviously, you know, there is costs involved, you know. The best ones to join is the gym. If you're not interested in swimming or doing I think they still do fitness classes, but it's a gym chain called The Gym, and I think it's something like 26 quid, and it might be less than that now, that you pay, and that's for a whole month, and it's just a gym. There's no swimming pool. There are some classes that you can join, but it is just a gym. David Lloyd is good. I did use David Lloyd because I had a corporate discount when I worked for a contact centre. But you bear in mind that it's like a telephone contract, because every year they up the membership, and if they do, then shop around, because you may be able to find it cheaper in other gyms, because they'll always do special offers certain times of the year. So look out for those. The other ones are the better gyms. Now, I've used the one called the Rainbow Leisure Centre in Epsom, and it is good. When I was pregnant with Henry and I didn't want to use the gym. I just paid to go swimming, and they have really good membership. You can either do pay as you go, or you can pay monthly just to use the gym. But then there's like a overall membership where you can use everything, because they also have a soft play centre in those sorts of gyms. So check they are the two for me, the best ones. I did try Pure Fitness, which they give you like a pin to get into the centres, but I had a real problem with the pin and it didn't always work. So, but they are, I would say, my third choice, or my fourth choice, I would say, in terms of gyms to join. Fitness First stitch you up. They did with me. Now I bought a membership from them because I used the one in Bognor Regis when I was working, and it cost me about 25 quid, which were not bad. But they said that, you know, you could, as long as you went during off-peak times, because I also do it in peak and off-peak times, membership some gyms do. And Virgin Direct? Anyway, their gyms are quite expensive, but you can pay off-peak or peak memberships, and that, again, you have to pay like an induction fee, which I think is wrong. And I want to campaign for gyms to stop doing that, because you need the induction if you've not used a gym before. So, and they have to give that to you in order to make sure that you know how to use the equipment safely, and they have to do it for health and safety purposes. So I do think it's wrong for gyms to charge that an induction. It should come as part of the membership, you know. Because if you've not been to the gym before and you don't know how to use equipment and you pull your back out, you can actually sue the gym. So induction is something that you shouldn't have to really pay for. And if you go to somewhere like the gym, you don't have to pay for that. And I think it's a cheek, especially when you get gyms where you're paying like 75 quid and then you're having to pay an induction fee and then an introduction fee and then you know, a 6 monthly, you know, monthly contract fee, you know. So just be careful, because some of them can stitch you up. Fitness First gym, it was 25 quid, and it said off peak any gym under that chain. So I went to the one when I started working back in London at Clapham Junction, and it worked fine for a couple of sessions, and they said no, you can't use this gym now because your membership is just for the one in Bognor Regis, not for this centre, because it's different for different centres. And I remember saying, well, it didn't say that. I paid for it because I knew that I was looking for work, because I left the holiday resort I was working at, a holiday camp, and you know, I was looking for something to do whilst I was looking for work. But if I had to, and then I found that I was having not much luck in finding work down there, because it's really a holiday place. And so I started to look for work in London, and rather than going back to Bognor Regis to go to the gym, I, you know, checked first to see if I could use to make sure that it was true that I could use another gym under that chain, which I was told I could. And then after the third session they told me I couldn't. So they're very misleading, so always check the contract and make sure that you know what you're paying for, because they don't make it clear a lot of the time, and then they put up the fee every month, you know. So so the best ones are the gym, the better gym, what did I say? David Lloyd and Pure Gym are the best ones, and try them out. And the pay-as-you-go gyms are really good actually, because Pure Direct was like pay-as-you-go. But I found that if I did that weekly, it would cost me more than if I went monthly. So, but I would say if you want to try a gym, if they do a because the one in Kingston, David Lloyd gym offered was a one-off corporate discount to try out the gym for a week. So I paid for that and then I joined. So if they do like a special deal where you can try it out, and some gyms will also have what they call it, guest passes. So if you're at a gym and they offer guest passes, and you've got someone who you know that wants to try the gym out, then if that is available, then use it, because they are good to use. Sometimes it's only at certain times of the day. That's why lots of gyms do peak and off-peak times. But you know, sometimes they can get you into a contract where you have to pay a year. The ones like the gym and Pure Gym, you can cancel at any time, and better gyms as well. So, and David Lloyd. So that's why they're the best ones, because you don't have to pay a year contract. You can end it at any time, and they're for me the ones that suited me. So I'm sure they could suit you. But you know, if you don't want to go to the gym, then you know, one thing I would always say is invest in a exercise mat and a set of dumbbells. Follow some workouts on YouTube or via DVD. The best ones in terms of DVD, Davina McCall is the top of the list. There's another lady called Jessica Smith, I think that's her name, she does like walk fit exercise routines, so she's really good. Joe Wicks, I've paid for, because he does a series on Amazon, I think it is, of workouts, so I've paid for one of those to try them out. And just to give them a try. I tried the Strictly ones, but they were a bit like, now I've done ballroom dancing and disco dancing and Latin, and I found them hard to follow. So if I found them hard to follow, and it's not being patronising anyway, or you know, but honestly they weren't easy to follow. But Davina McCall ones are brilliant. There's also lots on Amazon of 5 to 10 minute workouts, different ones. I even bought one from WH Smith that was being advertised that was 7-minute workouts. So there's lots out there, and Davina McCall has a site called Own Your Own Goals, and Joe Wicks has now got I think he's got an app which has loads of workouts on. So check them out. Check Amazon, check YouTube, and honestly, and if you've got Sky, and you can use, if you go to the Sky store, you can actually buy workout DVDs via that route as well. And the best way to try them out is to watch the Fitness TV Sky channel, which has loads of workouts on. And if you find one you like, then look on the Sky store, because it may be available for you to order. And you can. Well, the one thing I used to do was use, if I found a good workout on the fitness channel, I would save it in the planner to go back to, and it doesn't save it for 7 days. You can actually have it in your planner for as long as you want. So, but walking is one of the best ways to get fit, because you don't really have to, you know, wear specialised gym gear as long as it's comfy. That's important. So thank you for watching. If you reached the end of this video, I'm getting tired now. If you're reaching this video and you feel like I am, then I think it's time I retired for the day, and I wish you well, and yeah, let's get back out there. So take care. Bye.